What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. This is Thursday, July 7, 2022. And I'm here to show you guys how LA Mamba does it. To dismount and mount some tires. When it comes to 22s, size is 265, 35, 22. And these are Corvette wheels 18s. 245, 40, 18. So these tires right here, the 22s, the customer gave them to me. They're good tires and good wheels, but to me the wheels are junk. I throw them away. I keep the tires. There's a hot selling size, 265, 35, 22s. You know, I see you guys follow my videos, that you guys are hungry to learn about the tire shop business, and I'm here to, you know, help you guys as much as I can with it. And so I remember when I was trying to learn the tire shop business, and I don't know how to dismount and mount yet. I would actually learn through videos, even though we had the shop, grew up with the shop and all that. But I was hungry, and then at night I had you know, all the lights off, put on a video of how to dismount and mount tires. I think it was like the only video back then, because I think YouTube was barely made, and there was like nothing about tire dismounting, nothing like that. And I just played that video over and over and over, and I got it down. Even though we had the machines, I was studying, you know, to me I was studying that night how to use a machine just like this. But even though many years has passed by, they kept the same style machine. Why do you think they kept the same style? Because it works badass. That's why they kept the same machine style. And like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So this is the machine right here, the style machine that is all over the country, that everyone uses pretty much, most people. And there's other types of machines. These are the newer ones that they make the arm slide back. These are also good too. It's a lot slower. I like these for the bigger rims. You'll see I'll use this machine for the bigger rims. But I'll use both. You can see what I do. But then there's the roller type, the hunters. People ask me about the hunter, what I think about them. I don't like them. We bought them in the past, brand new. They don't last. They're made out, a lot of stuff is made out of plastic. It wears fast. By the way, these are called heads. I do not like plastic heads. They come with them. I get them off, throw them away. I buy new metal heads. You know, the reason is that you have a lot of strength when you're folding the tire, the bar, to take the bead off the tire, and it bends. This piece takes a lot of pressure. All the pressure's right here. So just imagine this piece made out of plastic that just folds, man. That's just junk to me. Although I see a lot of shops use those things, I don't like them. And also another thing is that the plastic ones right here, on some of the on like the hunter stuff, or like even like some of this coats, the other type of machine that you have the rollers, there's nothing like this right here to stop the machine of touching the wheel. What happens is, on those machines, this whole plastic piece is on the wheel, and it just scratches the shit out of the fucking rims. And they're like, well, why is it designed like this? Like, well, you know, why did they make it like this? And the truth is, like, I don't know why they made it like that, and I still don't know why people use the machines like that, scratching the rims like that. But that's junk, ladies and gentlemen. This style is the best it gets. It holds the bar away from the rim. It doesn't touch the wheel. It just rolls, and it just lifting up the tire off the wheel, and backwards too when it's mounting it. What's touching the rim is actually the tire itself, not the machine. You do not want to touch wheels with machines. You will squash the rims. So I do not like the Hunters. I do not recommend the Hunters. I've dealt with those. We had those machines just sitting in the back just for years, wasted, because those shits just broke a lot of times, and we got tired of fixing those things. And I'm not sponsoring nothing. No, I'm not a machine sponsorship guy. I'm just selling it how it is when it comes to quality. I'm a real tire guy, and doing business every single day. And I just tell you what I see and what I like. And we don't scratch rims here. The reason is we know how to use the machines the right way. We know how to give it space with this. It's very important, again, very, very important. And in this machine, what's very important is that you keep it back with this right here, with this button. You'll be able to adjust it back. You want to give it a good amount of room to go back, because sometimes the machines do flex forward. So you want to give it room to go forward, like have a little play, but keep it back so it won't touch the wheel. So yeah, so that goes for the machines. As for the tires, you got to understand how tires flex. Some tires flex easier than others. You got to understand that the smaller tires, the smaller the sidewall, the harder it is. So this one is it's pretty small. You see it be pretty difficult. But if it was a smaller size, like this, like a 245 3022, if it was a 235 3022, it would be even harder. And same goes for any size 18. If it's a 225 40 18, it's a lot harder than 245. And if you go like a 215 35, it's even harder than the 225 40. It doesn't matter what wheel size it is. If the tire is real small, rubber band size, the harder it is. And that goes for any tire size. The semi trucks have a big old sidewall, so they're not hard to mount and dismount. But if you go like a smaller size, like a 255, it's harder to dismount and mount. Same thing, 19.5s, the bigger the sidewall, the easier it is to dismount and mount. So if you see a big sidewall, you're not gonna suffer when it comes to dismount and mounting. All right, so yeah, I wanted to get that out of the way, and then we get to work. Here's my Schrader valve tool. There's the Schrader valve in there. Take it out. Let the air come out. And let me tell you about wheel sensors. You're gonna have to work around the wheel sensor, and it's not that hard. You just place it in the right place, and you won't break it, you won't even touch it. You just gotta understand that which ones have wheel sensors. Some of the tires have rubber ones now, and the rubber ones look like the regular valve stem, but they're different. You can tell the difference by the size and by the let me show you guys. This is a sensor valve stem, and this is a regular valve stem. So this one you attach the sensor on the bottom, and this one nothing. So if you see how big the head is right here, all of them are like this. They're like a universal Chinese brand that someone came up with. Even like the brand new the trucks, when they come out with them, they come like this. SUVs, this is how they look like. This is the old ones, the old styles, the regular ones with no big head. It's a smaller head. So you'll see this is a regular valve stem, and this is the sensor one. So be aware before dismounting tires with these. Sometimes you will hit it right here and you will break the sensor, and then you got to replace the sensor. You got to pay for it because you messed up on the dismount. This one you don't got to worry about nothing. Here we go. Hit it around the sensor. Don't hit the sensor keep the shovel away from the sensor. So all the way around, it's cool. You can go anywhere. You can hit it. You know, you can get as close as this. This is as close as you want to get to a sensor. See that? The shovel breaks. See the sensor right there? Same thing when you're backwards. When you're backwards, you have to keep that sensor away from the shovel. So move it down. Go ahead. Alright, so what I like to do is to make the job easier, I just grab some water with soap. It's actually pig fat, and it's really cheap. That's why everybody uses pig fat with water. But different people use different stuff. Whatever it is, don't matter. Just make sure it's slippery. And I just poured it around the wheel. Next one, the front also a little bit. I'll go front a little bit. And if I go this way, I'll open up a little bit, put some soap, and here we go. I always grip the wheel with the, whatever these things are called, the clamps, outside going in, because that is the strongest way to grip a wheel. If you grab the wheel from these little things, like going from in and out, then a lot of times it will slip on the inside, and the wheel will fall off, jump off. So I don't do that. I never do that. When I was a kid, was probably like the last time I started gripping it from the outside, because I'll see those things just pop off, and I'm like, shit, what the fuck? But if you grab it from the outside going in, you're gonna be good. So this is where you adjust. This is like probably about up to 17. So you grip it right here and just pull it out. It's just a little circle. Little circle, you just pop out. Push it, bring it out. The circle, push it, bring it out. All right, so it's ready to be clamped on. Bring it up. I go always sideways, because if you're right here, you can use a lot of your lower back. So I always go this way. You're closer to the machine, you're closer to the wheel. So I always go sideways, either right here or right here, to clamp on the tire. So I'll go a little bit more. Now I can go this way more, and I can get it with this foot over here. And I lift. I push the tire in the wheel to my left hip, and then I can lift it easy. See that? No back strength. In this case, I'll have to use my back like this, but you don't want to fuck up your back. I've been through that many years already. I learned through the trial and error of the years that you want to use your back as less as possible, or you use leverage. In this case, you just lift it up, close it little by little. You have power how speed you want it. Now I gotta push it down and clamp it. It's on right. I'll show you. See the clamps grabbing onto the wheel? All four of them. Here we go. I turn the wheel to where there's an opening for the head of the machine. So here we go. See how far it is right now? It's all the way back there. So to get it closer is this. This is very important, everybody. Very important. So I get it closer. I like that separation. I like that much. So I go down a little bit and I just clamp it up by just pushing this back. So it's, see, do it again for you guys. Regular, unclamp, push it down, I go forward. Can't move the camera up, so I have to just throw it like that. But it's just a lever that goes up and down. And then what I do next is I put the head right on the valve stem, on the sensor valve stem to start. and I use that with my right foot, this right pedal where it says rotation. See, that's the clamp one, that's the rotation, and that's the shovel. That's to break the bead. This is to go forward or backwards to turn it. And then this to clamp and unclamp. So if you wanted to grab the wheel the other way, you also use the pedal and it'll grab it backwards. But again, I don't use that way. I never use that way. I only grip it this way all the time, 100%. Here we go. See, it's ready. The head's right there. What I do is I just grab 2 of these bars. I could use this arm, but some of you guys are gonna buy the machine and not have this arm, so it's just gonna be like this. So this arm makes the job easier, but I will use the 2 bars just to demonstrate what I do. So there is a like a I don't know what's it called, but there's this bead right here that goes on the rim, right? So you're gonna have to push this thing down. You're gonna have to hold it down so it goes under. You see that? So if the tire goes that way, the bead of the tire is gonna be sliding under the wheel, and I'll show you right now. So I just like to make it loose a little bit. I put the bar. This is where the bar is gonna put all the pressure on, like I told you earlier. So then I use this bar to push down, and I push this back. And if there's a lot of pressure, I have to do this to make it go more in. And see, it's kind of like slipping off right here. So in this case, I grab another bar and I go at this side and I push it back now like this. And it's on the right way, so I can just take off this bar. It's right on the head. This head is not touching the wheel at all. You just hit it now, make it turn, and you'll see how easy the tire comes off. I go all the way to the valve stem again. Again, your starting point is at the valve stem again. If you don't do that, you're gonna break the valve stem. It's gonna be more expensive. People are gonna get pissed. You're gonna be slower at working. And here we go. You do the same thing. Put that one away. You do the same thing with the second bead on the bottom. So I'll just show you how far it looks like right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on this side. My hip is gonna go on the tire just to hold it up. This bead has to go as high as it can to the bottom of the rim bead. Makes the job easier, so now when you're pulling this bar, it just goes over that easy. Here we go. Here we go. Lift it up, put my hip on it. I grab the tire with my left hand. I grab the bar with my right hand, lift it. I gotta go a little higher. See, I lift the tire a little higher. I lift it, bring it over, and it's ready to go. So I like to put the bar a little bit this way and all the way down, and then I press the pedal, spin it. Here we go. So that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. There's little tricks in the game to make it go faster, make you use less strength. I know there's a bunch of strong guys that are gonna go into this business or that are in this business already. But if you know how to dismount and mount with little tricks you use, it's gonna make your life a lot easier. So the machine never touched the rim. The bar, the machine never touched and the tire never touched the sensor. And the only thing that does touch the wheel a little bit is the bar. When you lay it down and it's already spinning, it's touching the rim a little bit. So that's just the way it is. I mean, sometimes it can scratch it a little bit, but most of the time, 90% or more, it doesn't scratch nothing at all. And you can put plastic around these they sell plastic wraps, or I don't know what they call it, but it's like a real solid plastic. So plastic touching the wheel, then it's not gonna scratch it, less of a chance of scratching it. But I never use those. I never use anything. I just use this bar and I use the machines, and I let the bar touch the if you're doing it right, all you're doing is this, like I am doing right now. It's gonna lay on the wheel and that's it. So if it moves a little bit, then you might have a little scratch, maybe not. But most of the time it doesn't move, and it just stays there and it just stays the whole way, and then that's it. It just comes off like you did right now. So that's the way I mount tires and wheels for many years. Again, I never really get any scratches, but there are some times that if it's like a very delicate type of rim, like a BMW rim, it might scratch it a little bit, maybe. And of course, if it's powder coated, it might scratch it. And if it's plastic dipped, for sure 100%, it is gonna come off. So all the plastic dip wheels you do, and like this rim was a plastic dip, you see that? It will come off, it will scratch off. Of course, anything touches that plastic dip, it will just come off. See that? Just coming off right now. See that? And that includes the bar onto the wheel right here. So that's the first one. I just get them and put them out of the way. Let's do it again. Let all of the air out. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let all of the air out before you hit the shovel onto the tire, because what happens is there's a hydraulic, whatever it is, like an air canister or whatever, and it's doing a lot of strength, and if it doesn't move anywhere, then it's just gonna break. Something's gonna break. Either the hydraulic pump is gonna break, or I had before this metal piece break before around here, because all the strength is like right here. See that big old bolt? I had, what else I had broke? Sometimes they will break here. That's why they weld this piece here and they weld it here. They'll bend. So you don't want to do that. If there's no air in the tire, then the thing that gives out the least, the thing that's the least strongest will give up. So in this case, it's just gonna be the tire that comes off the bead. Here we go. There you go. Lift it out. I lift it with my knee, by the way. So I go down. I grab it with both hands. I kick up. Makes it very easy so your back won't get fucked up. So I go again on the side. I'll stand right here on the side. I'll use my hip, leverage. I'll be able to move the wheel and tire anywhere I want. My right foot right here. 2 hands up. I have a lot of control. See that shit? Separation is already there. I didn't move that adjustment. I just left it there. Beautiful. Here we go. Lift it up a little bit. Here we go. Then my 2 bars right on the head with the valve stem. Push it down. See that shit folding? Push it down. Push it this way. See the bar angle this way? If you need a little help, you can put it a little bit help up. Let it go over. So it's gotta be to dismount. It's gotta be over this piece and under this piece. Again, to dismount, it's gotta be over this piece and under this piece. So it goes that way. See, that goes that way, like leaning this way. Second bar gone. Spin all the way around. About them. Lean the tire. See how I lean it? This is how it's supposed to end up, like this, like that. But me holding it this way up. And I use my left hip so I won't use my lower back. So you don't want to mess up your lower back. So lean up, hold it with your left hip. Push forward, put the bar to the bottom bead. Grip up with your hand, up. Lean it a little bit more up. Push it back. See, it goes again. Over, under, so it's going down again that way. Want to lean this a little bit more this way, even better, that way. All the way down, my foot on the rotation pedal. Second wheel's done. Now we're gonna go a little bit harder with the 22s. Wheel untouched, unscratched, sensor unhurt. That's how you do it the right way. Take my tool out. Let all the air come out. It doesn't matter if you start from the back or if you start from the front. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do one on this one and I'll do the other ones on the machine, so you'll see the difference on how difficult it is one machine to the other. Again, keep away the sensor. That's the sensor right there. Away from the spatula. In this case, I like to just hit and put some fluid in there. Watch out with the sensor, so I'll spin all the way down like that. Get away from that. The sensor's down there. So next one. Dowson's over here. Oh, there we go. Clear, you're in the clear. Turn a little bit. Hasn't broken the bead yet, so I just. Right foot and right leg like this. Both hands up, kick up. Come to the side, lean it. Left hip, turn it. Lift it. Lift a little bit. Make sure all 4 clamps grab. Perfect. Where's the sensor at? Right here. So I'm gonna start it around right here where the U is at. So I'm gonna adjust first. Need to go adjustment and put it height wise. It's good right there. And then I adjust up here. See the difference between the last wheel and this wheel? I like a lot of room, like I told you guys. I go back until it starts right here, starting point, where they use that. Good enough. Good, everything loose. Push it down like this, all the way up, like this way, angled. Pedal. Go to the valve stem. See the valve stem down there? Angle the tire up. The higher it is here, the better. So I'm gonna start with the bar to the second bead, leave it there. My hip to the tire and lift. Bar this way again and down. See how that shit pushes up? Ready. Sensor right there. Sensor's not touched. Says it's backwards. Nothing was touched on the outer rim of when it comes to bar or tire because it was dismounted backwards. I forgot to tell you something, guys. See how this wheel is designed? They have a big old piece of lip right here. And we got a little piece right here. You always dismount to the little piece because the tire goes in this way and then the other way is about to pull out. In this case, you can't, nothing goes down. The tire just stays there. So you take off to the little piece, the little lip, and the big lip is always on the bottom part. Sometimes some wheels have two little lips, two of these, so you can do it either side. Now I want to show you how to use the more newer advanced machine. Same thing, but it makes it a little bit easier when it comes to using the hip. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta like lift it up on this side a lot because a lot of the machine does it for you. Apex 8028. And pushing down, you saw when I was using the bar. Well, this is gonna be my new bars. A lot of power. Let's go. Now this machine, they use the shovel on this side, and they use it by just up and down. Instead of using the foot, it's just up and down with the hand. That's all it is, different. So same thing, just backwards. We got my valve stem right here, so I turn it away, and I can just even start working aligning it. So the air comes out, I just leave it like that. Hope you like this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it's gonna help a lot of you guys out there. Hit it, Bring it back up. In this case, I just like to get the whole soap as it is right there. Put a little bit in there. Bring it out. Turn it. Hit it. More soap. I don't even gotta be pressing on the pedal. I can be standing outside, and I can even put more of this little thing, whatever it's called, to put more soap in there. Next, turn it. Balsam is down there, so I'm good right here. I'll turn it one more time, and then I'll hit it with the soap. The more soap you put, the easier the job is going to be for you. Again, right leg, both hands, up, kick up. And that's the way you don't mess up your back. So it's already on. If I press the button, it locks up, but I want to show you a little trick. With this machine, you don't gotta press down. You can just simply get this arm and push it down for you. But it's kind of too far in, so I have to get a piece of wood. Press it there. Put the arm there, press it down. Pushes the rim tire down, so these clamps can grab on really good. Here we go. Second one is to bring the arm up. So what I do is I hold the button first. I press the pedal. I bring it in. I turn it so where the opening's at. And then I adjust it. So all I gotta do is just let go of the button. So I align it wherever I like it. Let go of the button. It grips on really strong. Locks on. So if the sensor's right here, I just back it up. If I need a little strength, then I just grab one of these bars, rollers, push it down. So I can just put it in my bar. It's on. I let go of the roller. Come back. And I push back. Now I can help it go up too with my hand, or I can use the roller to push it up. Whatever you like. So in this case, I want to use the roller. This is strong, homie. Here we go. All the way back in. Bar, lift it up, use my hip. Bring it up. Push the bar forward like this. If I want to use it again, I could. Stop a little bit. A lot of power with this machine in multiple ways. Let it go. And we're on to the next one. You can see that machine, it makes the job easier for me. I use less strength. A little slower, but it makes the job easier. Here we go. Use this right here. Sim is pretty close right there, so I'll just spin it instead. Get it away. Make sure you don't risk breaking a sensor. Lift it. In case I want to use it, bring it out. It's not really gripping right on this side. See that separation? So that's what it is. So you gotta watch out that tire. Like, I went a little bit too soon on that. Push it down. Now it's perfect. Now I can see that shit fat. Settled really good in. Push that away. Oh, you notice that? It's already locked in. I don't have to reset it. Start point. So the machine automatically saves the stop, or it just doesn't move at all because you didn't move it. You just start working on the machine, on the tire. So another tip, if it's really hard like this, you see this here? It's all locked in. I just grab the arm and I press it down. Press it down. I can just turn it. Take this away. Another thing you do is grab the bar backwards right here and hold up. A lot of things you can do to help the process. That one's done. Take it off the machine. And the last one. So quick thing about the sensor valve stems, they're restricted, so it makes the air go out slower and it makes the air go in slower. So if you need to install, when you're installing the tire and you're putting air and the air's not grabbing the wheel because it's escaping on the side, just know that the valve stem, the air's going in too slow, so you're gonna have to be seating the bead closer to the wheel, and you might have to use this compound rubber, and it's called the tire and lube mounting compound. It's very sticky, and you might have to use it for the installing purposes. Man, I should have had it open for you guys, but it's pretty much just soap, sticky soap. It looks like this, and see that? That's it right there. And so if you're having trouble airing up a tire and it has a sensor, they say the tire is a little bit too wide, you use this stuff and you're gonna be able to seat it faster, sooner. The air's gonna be closing in and you'll be grabbing air. But it's a long conversation when it comes to that. So for now, we're just gonna be talking about dismounting. So let's just do it. Sensor here. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you dismount tires. Different sizes. You saw a little harder, difficult 22s. You saw some 18s. Now I want to go and mount and balance the 22. I get soap. I do it all around the bead now. Turn it. I go inside a little bead and the outside a little bead. Again, I kick up with the right foot. Set it. Lean it. It's already programmed right there, so I'm gonna look for the rubber valve stem. It's right here. We're getting a good area. We're gonna stick the sensor away from the head now. So before you wanted the head on the valve stem, the sensor on the valve stem, on the head, now you're going away from the head. So the tire doesn't touch it. So I'm gonna let it go forward. It's way over there. See how it's gripping already here? On this side, you want this up and this down. So remember this was up when you dismount? Now the bead is gonna be backwards. It's gonna be slanting like this. Like this. So up over here and down over here. So I'm just gonna turn it a little bit. It's just gonna slide on. It's just very easy to dismount the first one on these 22s. And now you're gonna try harder on the second bead. So again, I go backwards. I let the valve stem, the sensor be on this side. I'm gonna put bead over this side of the head and then under on this side of the head. I can hold it down with my bar and I can use the roller to push it down. So you see that? Over, under, very important. Leaning like this. Over, under right here. So when you're mounting, dismounting. See that? Easy. Take out the bar. Take out the roller. Take out the head. And I just hold the button down to put it back to the original position. Take off the wheel. And now I can put air. Turn it around. Put the valve stem close to you. Grab the hose, connect it, and pressure, there you go. Shredder valve with the tool, grip it. I'm gonna go 35 psi. So I'm gonna go 35 psi. Right there. Take it off. Put a cap on if you want, valve stem cap. Again, left hip, bring it down. Don't use your lower back, don't hurt your lower back. Very important, when you're gonna lift with your left leg. Because if you lift with your right leg, you're turning and you're using your back, and you're using your back and a turning motion. So a lot of people mess up their back when balancing tires because you do this motion all the time. They do this motion all the time. So you don't want to do that. And in this case, what I'm telling you guys to do is use your left one like that. So it's like pretty much it's like nothing, like no movement on your lower back pretty much. So very important, guys, use your left one to kick it up like this. And then, I mean, you're not lifting the whole tire. You can just put it on the ground and just lift it. But it's very easy and you don't mess up your back. So don't do it on your right leg, do it on your left leg. You can do this shit all day over and over and over. You're gonna mess up your back if you use the right leg. If you use your left leg, it's gonna be like nothing to your back. So pretty much you just pick the right size that goes in here. I like to use a spacer just to make it easier to take this one in and out. And lift it up a little bit and put it on that cone. It's on there perfect. In this case, we're gonna only balance the inside. It's gonna be static. It's already on there. It's at 0 right now. I'm gonna grip this one under this bead right onto this one. So like that. This is automatic, so you just hold it and it programs it for you. I like to push it forward, make the job easier for the machine, and close the hatch or the hood, whatever it's called. Now, here's my opinion when it comes to this, and everybody's different, but machines are not perfect. And you're running a business and you need to get cars fast out, and a 0.50 is gonna make like no difference in how the car rides. If you start with a 0.75 and up, I have to wait, you know, until it gets under 50, 0.25 and 0.00. So this is just my opinion, guys. If it's 0.50 and under, you're good. If it's 0.75 and over, make it go 0.50 and down. So, and here's another thing. When you're in a business and you're trying to get cars fast, this is just my opinion, everybody, but I leave the wheel weights on and then I spin it. Like you just saw me, I dismounted it, I put it on the machine, I spinned it and see where it's at. In this case, if you look down there, there's wheel weights. But where the wheel weights are at now, it's good. Like you see 0.50. Yes, I can even go less if you want me to, you know, put it right on the center. This is where I gotta add the weight. So right up here is where I add the weight. And I can add the weight and I can make it go to 0. But in my opinion, it's already done. I just take it off and put it onto the customer's car. If I didn't check it in the water, or in this case, like we're talking about, I didn't check it in the water yet, so I take it off and I go dump it in the water tank and see there's no leaks. Because super important, you don't want no leaks on the tire and the wheel, because the tire's gonna go flat on the customer. I mean, that's the whole point of coming here. There's no freaking leaks, and you gotta have that shit checked really right. But again, 0.50 to me is good. Go. I leave the wheel weights on, and now here we go. If it was like this, see the wheel weights down there, and it was flashing right here, so it's backwards. So like I have to take off 50 here, and then I spin it, and then it'll go to 0. Because this is where I'm adding weight, so it needs weight here because there's weight there, let's just say. But if I take off weight here, then it means I don't have to add a weight here. So that's the other reason I do not take off the wheel weights. Because if I spin it and there's weight down there and it shows that, hey, it needs weight up here, then all I gotta do is take off the weight that's needed and it's done. It's at 0.50 or down. So this is just my opinion on the balancing machine. We're talking about running a business, and 0.50, it doesn't make any difference of how a car is gonna shake or not. So here we go. I take it off with the quick release. Take off the cones. Again, I drop it with the left. Not with the right. The right, I'll mess up my back if I do that. So do not do it with the right. Very important. One of the most important things I can teach you about balancing tire is how to lift it up. Now here you can use the right because you're already straight and it's gonna be turning in, so I just lift it. I dunk it in the water. I let the water settle so it won't jump on me. You saw that? And let the water settle a little bit, and then I'll start pushing down. So I start with the valve stem. And to me, when I do it like this, I do it like 3 parts. There's no bubbles anywhere, you see that? Let's turn it. No bubbles anywhere. See that? No bubbles. I turn it. No bubbles. So you want to double check it, just turn it around. You get a whole nother view. And if it's not that heavy, you can use both hands to push it down to submerge. See, there's no bubbles anywhere. I'm trying to move the camera, but it's kind of hard with 2 hands. But yeah, so no bubbles, tire's ready. Just take it out of the tank. Bring it up this way and pull it out. So there you have it. Very important to check in the water. Very important not to hurt your back in the whole process. Use the least amount of energy that you have, because you're gonna do all this all day. And yeah, knock it out all day. Dismount, mount. There's a whole bunch of work out there. A whole bunch of people need their tires patched. They need them new tires, used tires, and that's the way LA Mamba does it, to dismount and mount and balance tires. All right, everybody, have a good day. Mamba out.